Hey, while you in the first 5 seconds of the video, go ahead, like and subscribe.
Believe it or not, the Bible has the answers. Because this is our book. Because you're not black. You're not Hispanic. We are the Israelites.
Right. That's right.
And the Bible is your history book. The Bible is the book of life. It's the book of instructions. What's going on in Milwaukee? Let's get Hosea 4 and 6. Let's get Hosea 4 and 6.
Bring it up.
Because for a long time we've been relying on our Christian pastors. We've been relying on our priests to teach us how to live life. But we go home and nothing changes. It's been the same church in the same neighborhood for 35 years. But yet there's still drugs. There's still gang violence. There's still murder. Let's get there. Hosea 4 and 6.
The book of Hosea, chapter 4, verse 6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no grief to me.
Yes, sir. Hey, my brother, how you doing? What's your name, bro? Hey, my name Ariel, man. Hey, out here in Milwaukee, is it fair to say that there's some issues out here with gangs and drugs and violence and all that? Is it fair to say that we have issues in Milwaukee with the drug selling and the gangs and the murder? Do you want to know why is that according to the Bible? Have you ever wondered that? But check this out, because we have a church, right, everywhere in Milwaukee, right? But yet, in the same church where the neighborhood is at, it's still drugs, it's still gangs. Does that make sense? Let me show you what the Bible say, King.
Bring it out.
Read that again. Now, this is the Holy Bible because, believe like the also said, you are an Israelite. That's another lie that's been on our people, that we're blacks, we're Hispanics. That's not according to the Bible. You're not black. You gotta ask yourself, you see these signs right here? You believe in slavery, that we was in the South picking cotton, sugar cane? You gotta ask yourself, who were we before slavery? Have you ever asked that, King? Let's get Isaiah 1 and 8. Let's get that. Let's get that, because you're not the only one, because our people, they don't ever consider why these things happen. They never consider why there's gangs and drugs in the community. Let's get that. This is the book of Isaiah 1 and 8. Get that.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 1, verse 3. The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib. But Israel does not know. My people do not consider.
Now read that from the top, King, because you just said you never wonder why these things happen to our people. But he's talking about the Israelites, because you are Israelite, King.
That's
and
right.
You are a king. That's your title.
That's
but
right.
when you gonna come back to living like kings?
Right.
That's your right given name. But we out here living like niggas. We gotta come back to being kings, though. Because when a king kill another king, would a king sell drugs to his people?
Bring it out.
Would a king murder his people? Right. Would a king leave his kids astray and leave his kids and not grow up without a father, King? I'm asking you. They won't do this, though. Read this again.
The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib.
And the ass, another word for ass is a donkey. A donkey's not really intelligent. It's a dumb form of a horse. He knows where his home is. You can drop a donkey off 5 miles or 20 miles and he'll be able to find his way back home. But when we gonna find our way back home?
Right.
When we gonna find our way back home, King? Because you a king. Let me ask you this, King. The irony in this thing right here. Because you are a king. Who are you a king of? God, your name is king, but who are you a king of? The irony of that.
Right.
So a king has to come back to being a king. A king has to know who he's ruling over. Does that make sense, King?
Bring it
again,
out.
The donkey and the ass know who their owners are. They know who they come from. They know where they come from. But who?
But Israel,
You Israelites, you so-called blacks and Hispanics, the Israelites, King. That's who we are, read.
but Israel does not know.
But we don't know who we are. We don't know where we come from. We call ourselves kings, but who are we the kings of, though? We don't know who we are. We call ourselves all these different titles, but we don't know who we are. But we are the Israelites. Read.
My people does not consider.
And we don't consider who we are. I'm gonna ask the bro the same question. Hey brother, what's your name, man? Dean, what's your name? My name is Ariel. Nice to meet you, bro. Let me ask you, what's your nationality? African American.
Bring it out, right?
Cherokee. So now you gave me 3 different names though. I'm gonna read this title, I'm gonna read this again because I was talking to King. Right, I was talking. Right, I was talking to King. I was asking him, I was showing him these signs right here. And I was asking him like why these things happen to our people. And sometimes we don't consider why. But that's our people, that's the nature of our people. I'll read this verse again. Isaiah 1 and 3.
Book of Isaiah, chapter 1, verse 3. The ox knoweth his owner.
So an ox know who his owner is. An animal that tills the ground. Read.
And the ass his master's crib.
An ass, a dumb donkey, he know who his master is. Read.
But Israel.
But who?
But Israel.
You so-called blacks and Hispanics, we the Israelites, bro. We don't know who we are. Read.
But Israel does not know. My people do not consider.
And our people don't consider who we are. Our people don't consider why this happened to our people, why slavery happened to our people. Our people don't consider what's going to change our communities. Our people don't consider, damn man, instead of drugs is evil. Our people don't consider that marriage is honorable instead of making baby mamas and baby daddies. And then you grow up without a father, and then guess what? You don't have no one to look up to, and guess what? You go back into that same life of crime. You go back into that same lifestyle of murder because you never had a man in your life to teach you or try to teach you. We never consider these things. But when we gonna break that cycle, King?
Right.
When we gonna break that cycle?
Bring it out.
Don't y'all want to break that cycle? Because you are a king. We are the kings. But we gotta start living like kings. Like I asked King, if you a king, who you a king of? We the Israelites, bro. That's our nationality. Don't y'all want to change the community? We out here trying to build in Milwaukee. But you got a lot of people that talk the talk, but we walking the walk. But we need y'all in Milwaukee.
Right.
We out here trying to build a school in Milwaukee right now, but we need the people of Milwaukee though.
Right.
We need the people of Milwaukee to come together. Read that Zephaniah 2:1. We need to change though. We need to come together and change. Let me show you some kings. We out here trying to teach our people who we are. That's where it first starts. Come back to who we are. We are the Israelites. But we gotta ask ourselves, we have to consider ourselves again, how did we become African American though? If the Bible says you're an Israelite, how did you become African American?
Bring it out.
You don't know? Say what now? Put me on, okay, we got you. The Bible gonna put you up on game. But we need you one. But hey, you gonna come back, King? Hey, bro, check that fly out, bro. Alright. Zephaniah 2:1.
The book of Zephaniah, chapter 2, verse 1. Gather yourselves together.
Do what?
Gather yourselves together.
As it better say that our people gather together. Are we really gathered together? Really? We got together in so much evil though. The drug dealers down the street are gathered together to sell dope to our people. The Christian pastors, they come together to lie to our people and to continue the generational curse. Because you have a church on every block in Milwaukee, right? How come there's still drugs and violence, still murder? What are they doing to fix the drugs? What are the pastors doing? What are the leaders doing to help fix it? They're doing nothing.
They're polluting the church world. They are chasing money. They're chasing women. They're doing everything the world doing. They have
Well, we have to gather together. Read that again, King. Hadid, right? Hadid. My bad.
Gather yourselves together. Yea, gather together, O nation, not desire.
That's the key word. We have to gather together. Who?
O nation, not desire.
Because we're not desire. If we were so desire, how come this happened to our people? How come we still getting shot down and gunned down on the streets?
We used to scream black power while heroin was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission. Minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold. From Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.